Hello, friends. Can you hear me? Please tell me in the comments that you can hear me. We got a new little setup going today, and I just want to make sure we are all set and happy and doing all the things. Here we go. All right, friends, welcome. Welcome to Party Prep Live. This is the first of a series where I am going to get ready, do the final touches, well, all the touches today for a party on live. And then in about an hour and a half, friends are actually going to come over. We're going to end the live before they get here. And we'll be having a party. So this is real-time party prep. I hope you have questions and hang out. I'm going to call you all my early birds to the party, meaning like, you know, you're also a guest in my kitchen, and I hope you have a lovely time hanging out with me and asking cooking questions and entertaining questions as I get ready for my party. All right, so had a really busy week, had to shop today, so I'm not as prepared as I would like to be, honesty check, and that's a-okay. So I'm just gonna rush through things and make it happen, because that's my reality today, and that's why this video is called Party Prep Live. Great. Hey Marquise, thanks for joining live. All right, let's get going. I think what I need to do is like take a second, think about what my prep is. I've got all this stuff here. I basically just shopped at Trader Joe's today because it was a quick stop down the street for me. And I think first I'm going to go ahead and cut up all of our veggies. So it is wine and cheese night here in the Weiner household. And basically we wanted to throw a get together to have friends come over anytime, pop in anytime between 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. and wine and cheese because it was easy and I didn't have a lot of time this week. So a couple people are going to bring snacks. They asked if they could bring wine or cheese because that's the theme, and I told them to bring something if they want, but for the most part we were going to supply a majority of the food and drink. So let's get started. Need a cutting board and get some of this stuff out of the way. A little organization section. Hello. All right, I'm gonna do a big fruit and veggie plate. We do have some friends that are coming that are vegan, so I want to make sure I got yummy snacks for them. Oh, my knife is so far away. Ooh, there we go. We're just gonna get going. Oh, hey Emily, thanks for joining. Yeah, you did see those dark chocolate peanut butter cups because they are delicious. All right, I did just mess up one thing. Not mess up, but I want to give you a little tip. I think if you've watched some of my lives before, you probably know this. If whenever you're chopping things and your cutting board is wobbling around like that, you want to get a damp paper towel or a damp towel in general, and you're going to put it underneath your cutting board, and it's going to keep it from sliding. So there's your little quick tip of the day so far. While you're here, I would love to know where you're watching from. Drop it in the comments. Let's see who's dealing with cold weather today or rainy weather like we are in California, which, sorry, in Los Angeles, it has not rained today, but it did rain yesterday, and we were all dealing with it. All right, so this is a little bit better, see a little bit more stability, and that is what you want when you are chopping things. And I'm gonna cut these into different shapes. I think that having some variety in the shapes of your vegetables, your crudités, is very fun visually. Also, you want to think about how people are going to be consuming whatever you're cutting. If I wanted to have this cucumber for a dip, I would probably cut it into rounds, which I'm going to do with this big boy right here. But for these little Persian cucumbers, I'm just going to cut them into little sticks. Oh, we got someone from Van Nuys here. Vampire Hunter D. Hello, welcome to the party. Emily is in Wisconsin. Oh, so excited that you're here, Emily. Thank you for joining. Now, the party is starting in about like an hour and 20 minutes now. We're on a time crunch, but I love it. So I'm just gonna start plating these now. If I had planned far enough in advance, I absolutely would have chopped all these veggies. I just didn't have the time this week, and sometimes you're that way too. But I don't want you to be discouraged if you are having a party and you feel like you can't prep all the things far enough in advance. That's okay. You're just gonna do like I'm doing and rush through it the best that you can. Uzbekistan is in Hawthorne. That is my dear friend Melissa. Melissa, thanks for joining. And you are at work right now, I can tell, since you're in Hawthorne. But I'm excited for you to get here, and hopefully you'll be here around 7. And sometimes you just need to do that. This is the biggest cucumber. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these kind of thick on the bias. So it's more of like a good device for putting cheese on, or this boursin spread, this vegan boursin spread that I have. While we're at it, I would also love to know, for the 8 of you that are currently watching live, what are you doing this weekend? Are you going to any parties? Are you hanging out with friends? If you're not and you have the time, I do encourage you to see if any of your friends are around this weekend. Just have them pop over. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is going to be far from perfect. I'm still going to be probably cooking when people get here. It's okay. The whole point of this is to party more and stress less. And you do not need to stress about everything at your party being like perfect, because that's boring. Perfection's boring. And the reason I like to have people over is to spend quality time with my people, right? With my friends, the people that I love. And it's not like, while the food is important, especially for me, someone who's been cooking since I was 12, I don't care if like everything's homemade, or I don't care if, I burnt the toast this morning or whatever. What I care about is that my friends have a good time and feel welcome in my home. And that's what it's all about. Party more, stress less. Nothing has to be perfect. It's a-okay. All right. Yay, party more. Definitely team party more. Okay, so on this crudité, which is just gonna be these 4, it's gonna be a green thing. I am gonna put a boursin vegan dip. I'm gonna mix a little vegan cream cheese and jazz it up a little bit. It's one of my favorite things to do in general for parties, is take a store-bought dip, jazz it up with like extra herbs, a little olive oil, maybe some salt and freshly ground pepper. And that way you liven it up a little bit, right? So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna put it in the middle of this veggie tray. So let's get a bowl for that. I like putting, if you can see that, I like putting my bowl in the middle or on the side or wherever it's gonna be when I put the veggies around it. So it adds kind of like a base and a guide for where everything's gonna go. pre-washed veggies, game changer, definitely time saver. And once I have this set, I'm going to absolutely start my cheese board. I'm going to do a giant cheese board also. So we've got some people who are on their way to go see a movie. We have going out to eat tomorrow. It's your son's turn to pick the restaurant. He's almost 4. Emily, that is so freaking adorable. Oh my God, what is he gonna pick? I'm intrigued. Because when I was a child, like, the stuff that I loved to go and eat was definitely not anything I would probably want to have right now. Hello, Chuck E. Cheese. I'm so interested to hear what he picks. And then Jess Johnson says, I can comment. Jess Johnson, you can comment because you just subscribed, didn't you? Just got back from Trader Joe's. Same girl, same. All right. The perk of this too is like I get a snack while I'm building the food, so it's kind of fun. All right, we gotta do some celery here too. And then our crudités will be great. Our green board. These definitely need to be washed. Just trim off the top. Trim the end. Eat a snap pea. Let's give this a little rinse. Now, one thing I did today was I went to a local liquor store called Fancy Free Liquor. It's in Burbank. And we have like our normal wines that we like to drink, like the stuff I normally get at Trader Joe's. But for wine and cheese night, I wanted to just make it a little more interesting, something different. So I went to Fancy Free Liquor, and the gentleman there who helped me out, I let him basically pick the wine for tonight. I got 4 bottles. And when I get this cheese board or this crudité set, I'll grab those wines so you can see what I chose and what Gabriel, I believe his name was, picked for me. Went with 2 reds and 2 whites, because I personally like whites, but I was interested in trying out those reds that he recommended. And I love supporting local businesses as much as possible. Fancy Free is fantastic. They opened up like right before the pandemic in 2020, and they survived. You know, a local small business surviving that, like especially a liquor store. It's kind of crazy, but I really like all their products. They do fun cocktail kits as well. And if you know you're in the LA area, especially the San Fernando Valley, go to Fancy Free Liquor in Burbank. They'll take care of you. Ooh, hello. If your board gets wobbly, maybe you need more paper towels. There we go. So back to Emily and his 4-year-old. He's probably gonna pick a place called the Big Guys, known for their amazing smoked meats. They have arcade games. Oh my God. That is so lovely. How fun. What a good pick for your 4-year-old. He's gonna have a great time, and you all will, I'm sure. And then Emily's question is, am I making a dinner party or just the crudités and cheese board? So, not a dinner party. We're doing what I like to call my parents called an open house party. Has anyone thrown an open house party or been to one? Melissa, I know you have because you came to our New Year's Eve party. We call it an open house party because our apartment's just open. There's no formal meal. There's no formal meal. I can talk. And it is really just snacks, and people can pop by on their way home from work or from picking up their kids or whatever. And there's no pressure for them to stay the entire time, which is nice too. So it makes it a really great way for, I don't know, anyone who might be on a time crunch just to pop in and say hi. So no formal meal tonight. Cheese crackers, a little crudité, some charcuterie also. people might be bringing some cheese and wine. If they asked, I told them that they could bring a bottle or their or a cheese of choice, whatever they wanted, and we'll see what happens. We'll see who brought what or who brings what, because that's in the future. All right, I think this is good. I do want to mix together the vegan dip so it has time for all the flavors to come together. I also like using the leafy parts of the celery. It just adds like a fun little touch. And it's delicious. I don't know if you've ever had celery leaves. They're quite tasty. Very mild, flavor-wise. Nice. All right. Ta-da! I'm gonna throw damp paper towels on top of this and pop it in the fridge until we're ready to serve. Now, if I had enough time to prep, like I normally like to, I probably would have assembled this entire thing yesterday, and I would have put damp paper towels on top of all the cut veggies, and then probably foil or some plastic wrap to keep the paper towels from drying out. And then that way, that's one less thing I needed to do today. So whatever you can, prep ahead of time. It will save you so much stress while you're getting ready for your party. All right, into the fridge this goes. All right, I also forgot that I wanted to make some little toasts with our giant bread here. My day job is, for my day job, I work as an assistant food stylist on large photo shoots. So this was free, left over from the photo shoot. Not normally, we always do a big donation at the end of our shoots, which is great. But one of the perks of my day job is that I get to take home some free food, like this giant bread. So I thought this would be super fun to make some little toasts with. I've got Mr. Weiner, my hubby, right there behind the camera.
Little toast my ass, that's super toast.
Super toast. Hey!
Look at the size of this bread.
It's giant. It's real thick.
Yeah, that was a fun surprise in the fridge last night. So now we have super toast.
We do have super toast.
This is going to be delicious. Enjoy, everybody. I love you.
Love you. Aw, where are you going?
I'm going to take out the trash.
Oh, yeah, it's right here.
What's over by the door?
But there's trash right here, too.
I'll take that, too, then.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, babe. All right. Bye, Marquise.
Oh, my God.
And we have also, who do we have saying stuff?
This is cool, right? I did it right?
Yeah, you did great, babe.
This is how trash gets taken out.
This is real. Jess Johnson asked, did I say I was mixing the boursin with vegan cream cheese? Yeah, so in the middle of the crudités, I am going to take this boursin dairy-free vegan cheese spread, and then I think I'm gonna mix it with some extra cream cheese. This is very stiff. Like, I used it the other night and it is very stiff, so I wanted to whisk in some vegan cream cheese to see if I can give it like a little bit of a better texture. So that's why that's sitting out right now. Let's go ahead and wipe this.
Why did you buy the dairy free?
Because we have vegan friends coming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I wanted the dairy-free version, so there's a like yummy vegan thing for our vegan friends.
Not because your husband thought that all boursin was dairy free and bought the dairy free tub?
Correct.
Oh, okay, cool. Marty Weiner wants to know how to chat. How does he get in chat?
You'll have to help your dad with that.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah.
Okay. Weinerman attack.
So we also have Kathy says, will you mark... Oh, Kathy. Hey, Kathy. That's my mother-in-law. Hello. Everyone say hi to Kathy.
Wait, mom's chatting?
Yeah, your mom's here.
Mom, teach dad to chat.
Yeah, so I am going to mark that dip as vegan. I'll put a little sign in it. For sure. Alright, let's put my big knife away and take out my serrated. And I'm just gonna slice this way. So we got fun little toasty pieces. I don't know how this is gonna turn out, but I mean, it's just gonna be bread with some olive oil and flaky salt. Baked, I think it should be fantastic. We'll see. There we go. Oh, thanks so much, Emily. Yeah, I was thinking about that today. I'm like, how can I take this giant bread and like make it better suited for what tonight is? And I think this is it. I keep my sheet pans and my sheet parchment paper down here, which is lovely. Maybe I'll do a little kitchen tour sometime. No, why are you beeping? Stop beeping, please. Okay. All right. Yes, flaky salt is delicious. Everyone should love flaky salt. If you don't have flaky salt at home, go get yourself some. You'll be very happy about it. Don't use it to cook with. Use it for finishing salt. So like on top of a salad right before you eat it, on top of your steak. I really love putting it on my eggs, like on a breakfast sandwich. Get some flaky salt. Maldon is great. It's a great option. Keith,
Yeah.
Did you help your dad?
No. Why, is he chatting?
No, I was just wondering.
Oh my god. I'll go do that in a sec. Kathy Weiner, step up. I thought you were...
Here, eat a piece of bread.
I love bread.
You did good. You're cute. Do I have a brand of flaky salt that I love and prefer? I use Maldon. Keep it in this little jar. And honestly, like, I'm not gonna discriminate any flaky salt. Keith's just sitting there laughing at me. But Maldon's pretty easy to find, and I get it as a perk for my job. Like anytime we have it on a shoot, I usually take the leftovers home. So again, I'm very fortunate in that. So that's what I use. All right. Don't be shy with your olive oil. Just like put it all on there.
All of it?
All of it.
Okay.
Yay, trash. Trash bag.
Did it.
You did great.
Whew.
All right, let's do this dip. I'm gonna flip my board again. All right, so if you normally have boursin, like regular non-dairy, or sorry, regular boursin, not vegan boursin, it's not like as stiff as this is. It's still pretty crumbly like this, but I just want to see if I can loosen it up a little bit, make it loose for an easier eating adventure, because everything's an adventure. Since it's wine and cheese night, this is pretty stiff too. Since it's wine and cheese night, please tell me what your favorite cheese is. If you could eat only one cheese for the rest of your life, those are two different questions. Tell me what your favorite cheese is, and then also tell me if you could only eat one cheese for the rest of your life, what cheese would it be? The reason I'm asking those two questions is because I think that there are different answers. Personally, my favorite cheese is Mount Tam from Cowgirl Creamery up in Northern California. That's my favorite cheese. I could eat that for dinner every day. Be a happy camper. But I don't think it would be the cheese that I eat every day. If I could only eat one cheese every day for the rest of my life, it would probably be Monterey Jack. I think it's a really great cheese to melt. I like the flavor. It's mild. It's pretty versatile. Yeah, those are my two answers. All right, now this is still pretty stiff, all of it. I think I'm gonna add a little olive oil, maybe a little lemon juice, and honestly a little bit of water. If I had a non-dairy milk substitute, I would probably use like some unsweetened almond milk to loosen it, but I think we're gonna do a little bit of water and lemon juice. I'm gonna add some herbs to it, also some fresh herbs. But it's already looking better than before. Everyone loves cheese. Okay, so yeah, Jay says, hey Jay, thanks for joining. He'll also be at this party in a little bit. Yeah, boursin with a smooth? Who says you shouldn't be doing that? I don't care. You eat your boursin cheese however you want. Camembert is Emily's favorite. And brie every day. Brie every day. Hell yeah. Love it. Goat cheese for both options for Jess Johnson. All right. Oh, honey goat cheese. Jay, yeah, it's so good. Let's see. That's good. Put a splash of water. All right, we got an hour until the party starts. Melissa says that she cannot narrow it down. That's fair. No one is forcing you to answer this question. But maybe I'll press you later on tonight and make you really decide. Kathy agrees. Brie every day. Brie every day. Brie every day for quite a few of you as in 2 of you, but still, that's, you know, a lot of you. And that champagne truffle, is that what you said? Oh, Champlain truffle. Okay, I think that's a brand. We had it when I was out there. I think. If I haven't had it, Kathy, when we were out there, I do need to try it with you when we come out sometime this year. Okay, the texture of this is so much better than when we started. Yeah. That's nice. It's creamy. It's tangy. I want to add some fresh chives in it and a little bit of olive oil. Like a lot of chives. I like chives a lot. Oh, I want to put some pepper and I think a little olive oil in this too. That's good. Yep, I'm happy with that. Yay. All right. I hope our vegan friends like it. And from a mixing bowl into a serving bowl, because I can't just use one dish to make anything. Poor Keith. And I say poor Keith because he will be doing most of this cleanup. I'll help him. I promise I'll help him. But he is the designated cleanup person during our parties because I do like mostly cooking. And that's our agreement. And it's beautiful. Give it a nice little swirl. Cute little presentation. I'll put some of these extra chives on top. Put a little extra black pepper. And right before I serve, I'm going to drizzle some good olive oil on top of it. Like, I don't have any fancy olive oil today, so it'll just be good old California olive ranch. This is my go-to olive oil. And that's what I'll use. All right, one thing done. Brie is also Keith's favorite cheese. Yeah, Brie's delicious. I did get some triple cream Brie, babe. You can enjoy all of it. I got 2 wedges, so in case we eat the one, if we don't eat the second, you can have it all to yourself. Okay, Jay has a great question. What's my favorite bread, cracker, and cheese combo? Bread / cracker and cheese combo. Gotta think about that. I think I like some, I like it all. I love bread and crackers and cheese, all of it together. If I had to pick one combo, it would be like a yummy, crusty French loaf with Mount Ham and a drizzle of honey. Melissa probably knows what I'm talking about. I have this flashback of a memory being at a medieval Renaissance culinary symposium together up in Northern California because I used to do historical reenactment. And we were sitting outside with some people, some friends, and we were just like sitting there eating yummy, delicious bread with Mount Ham and honey. And it was just so, so good. It's just so good. Yeah, so I could eat that every day. That's my favorite favorite cheese combo. No Mount Ham today. They don't have that at Trader Joe's. I could have gone to Whole Foods to get it, but I just did not have the time for another stop. All right, some more questions. Let's see. Melissa said she's not gonna let Keith have a whole wheel of brie to himself. All right, well, we'll have a brie fight. It'll be fun. Let's go. And then let's see, what else do we have? Yeah, Melissa, that moment. That was a lot of fun. Great memories together. Love you. Jess says, I think bars should start doing cracker and cheese or bread and burger flights. Oh, bread and butter flights. Yeah, I think that would be really cool if bars could do that. I would have a bread and butter flight and a bread and cheese flight any day. Yeah. All right, so I have to go get the board that I'm going to do our giant cheese board on. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that going. I have to go get the board. It's in our other room because my kitchen's tiny and we don't have a lot of space. I will be right back. Hold, please. Ah.
She doesn't even know I'm doing this.
Oh my god. Almost knocked over a light. Woo! Fun times. Oops. Get a fresh towel. Mount Tam. Tam. Yeah. Not Mount Ham. Let's check our toasties. Oh my goodness, those look so good. I need a cooling rack. I mean, look at this. This looks so good. I am just going to, I think I'm gonna pull these. I think that these are cooked enough. Yeah, I'm gonna pull all of them, turn off this oven because I am toasty as F in here. Okay, so if you don't cook a lot, one thing you should notice is your oven racks are gonna cook at different temps. So you can see like these are really beautiful and golden, but this pan, which is on the top rack, it's not there yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop these back in on a lower rack and let them go a little bit longer. But I'm gonna flip all these, salt them, and let them cool off. A little flaky salt, let's do it. All right, I guess we're gonna go over here. Like, we're right over here. And I'm gonna start doing some cheese stuff. We've got a great question from a Vampire Hunter D. What are good dishes to start off with when you first start cooking? Great question. So, I think that it really depends on what you mean. Like, when everyone says, "Oh, I'm just starting cooking to cook," like, what does that mean to you? Are you really trying to learn how to cook for a specific reason, like to cook dinner for your family? Or are you trying to learn technique? Like, what's your purpose for cooking? We did just have some friends over recently, and I decided, and I went a little heavy, like, because I was really excited to teach them some things. But I personally like to teach a technique that you can use over and over again, like braising. I think that braising something, if you can have the time for it, make the time for it, because usually braising takes like 2 hours minimum, depending on what you're doing. If you're like braising some chicken, it's gonna take you at least 2 hours to make it from start to finish. So like doing a braised chicken, we did chicken and vinegar from salt, fat, acid, heat as our first dish to make together. And I like that because the idea is you can braise like any big pieces of meat, like chicken, like pork, like beef, and it'll be delicious if you give it the time. So knowing that technique to braise, I think, is really important, but it doesn't have to be the first thing that you make. It really depends on what your goals are. Now, if your goal is to make dinner for your family every night of the week, you know, and that's why you need to start to learn how to cook, finding a recipe that is something you know your family will eat, finding a solid recipe, meaning like you understand the instructions well, it's not too hard to follow, and learning how to do something like that, like a roasted chicken, or even just chicken breast or thighs, and cooking those well and learning how to cook those well will help you a lot in the long run with your goals. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that's an adequate answer. It's kind of a non-answer answer, because it really does depend. Yeah, fundamentals and techniques. I really do think finding a YouTube channel or a cookbook author that you really like and just going through their recipes and learning those solid techniques like braising, like sauteing, like deglazing a pan. Those are all really important skills to learn. And there are lots of resources online. Now, my content at Cup of Zest is more focused on party foods and helping you get ready for parties. So again, you can party more and stress less. So I'm not gonna have a lot of those like technique focused recipes, but there are plenty of content creators online that can help you out. My friend Amy, who is here watching from A Red Spatula, is going to be a really great resource for baking and like whole grain breads. Her recipes are fantastic. I also have a friend, Lori, and her content's Josie and Nina, family Italian recipes. Those are really great. I'm just gonna plug all of my friends, right? Taryn of Hot Pan Kitchen. She's got great grilling recipes and also gluten-free things that are fantastic. And we also have Barbara of Butter and Baggage. And Barbara focuses on Southern cooking and Southern recipes. So if you're into that, definitely check out her stuff. She's got some great great southern peach recipes, and I think strawberry. She has a whole great section on strawberries, which is amazing. And then we also have in our little blogger friend group, Gina of Intentional Hospitality, and she and I do very similar things, which is fun because we both love to entertain. I think I got all of us. It's a great group. Go check out some other content. The recipes are awesome. All right, I gotta check on our toasties. Let's see. All right, these look good. I did have the oven off because I figured the residual heat would get these toasty enough, and they sure did. They're not as golden as the ones over there, but they'll still work. Amy, I wish you were here too. It would be so fun for all of us to hang out together. All right, there are more little Christini things, we're gonna call these. And I'm actually gonna put these over on top of the other ones so they can be friends. Now, because I am a little strapped with time, I'm not gonna label these cheeses at all. They are just gonna go on the board. People can ask me what they are. Maybe I'll remember, maybe I won't, and that's okay. This is where the don't worry about perfection comes in, because this is a party not about the cheese and the wine. This is a party about spending time and bringing our favorite people together to hang out once a month. So I'm not worrying about this being perfect because I don't have time to do that. What's more important to me is that all this food is ready to go when people get here, so I am not stuck in the kitchen while everyone else is having a good time. Because I've been there, and while I love doing it, it is I love cooking for my people. It is not where I want to be. I do not want to be stuck in the kitchen while everyone else is having a good time. So I'm gonna get this done so that I can also hang out at the party with them and enjoy their company. While you're all here, I would love to know, what other parties do you think I should host this year? We are going to do these open house parties once a month, and I'm going to be coming live once a month during party prep. Each month will be a different theme, just because it's fun for me. And I would love some recommendations. I think I want to do a pizza night, because I love pizza. I've got some pizza recipes on my website. A pizza night and tinned fish night. I'm very excited for that one, because tinned fish is delicious. Yeah, I love themes. I think that themes are really fantastic for parties because it helps you focus on not going crazy with all the things, right? Tonight's wine and cheese, so we're only really having wine and cheese. I'm also having a hummus, so there's more protein. But in reality, I'm not going crazy. It's a very specific, contained theme. And I highly recommend that if you're gonna have parties, theming it out too. Yeah, mocktails are great. Amy, I love a mocktail. I know the both of us have some mocktails on our websites. At least I know I do. I think you might as well. Mocktails are great. Normally, I really like having a non-alcoholic fun beverage for my friends, just in case they're not drinking for whatever reason. But because tonight's wine, for the people who aren't drinking, I asked them specifically what they wanted, and they asked for sparkling water and Coke on hand, so I got some of that for them. But I do try to have a mocktail, a delicious mocktail for my non-drinking friends, because it's important, right? Like, I didn't drink for a few months a couple years ago because of some medication that I was on. And I felt so bummed because I was at like a wedding and there wasn't anything fun for me to drink other than like sparkling water or a soda, which I know that's what I'm serving tonight, but that's what they requested. And I just think that having like something delicious to make your friends that don't partake in alcohol, like something yummy, I think that's important to have something for them. So always having like a yummy mocktail is good. Definitely we'll have some mocktails next time. Okay, brunch. Brunch is fun. Yeah, I think friends would come over for a Sunday brunch. They did a Sunday brunch here at this house before I moved in. It was one of the parties I came to, and that was a lot of fun. So maybe we'll do that sometime during the summer. Breakfast for dinner, taco nacho bar in for all of that. I love that Melissa's throwing out ideas of things that she wants me to do for these parties because she knows she's going to be invited. It's a sneaky way to give me some ideas that you want me to do. I love it. I did ask for them, so that's on me. I really like doing different shapes of cuts of cheese on my cheese boards. It just adds some like visual differentiation between the cheeses. And there's no real rhyme or reason other than like this is a hard aged Gouda, so it is going to break into fun chunks a lot easier than if you try to do this with a brie. And just to add some like visual differences. Oh, pasta night would be a lot of fun. I think what I would probably do for pasta night is maybe do 3 different types of pasta. That would be one that I would maybe make it like interactive. So I'm not just, cooking pasta by myself all night and serving people up pasta, but pasta night would be great. Kathy asks, should you always cut up hard cheese for a get-together? I think yes, but like, you do whatever you think is best. I like cutting up hard cheeses like this because I don't want my guests to be like struggling on a board to cut something. The cheeses that I usually leave for people to cut themselves are like a brie, and you want to put the point towards the edge so it's easy for your guests to get in here and get that cheese. I also usually don't cut up like a blue because that is really soft and crumbly. But yeah, usually soft cheeses I keep whole, and then hard cheeses I chop up in some way. Pasta does make great leftovers, Henry. Henry, thanks for joining. That's my brother-in-law. Yay, we got so many winers here today. All right, a bread and butter pairing party. Jess Johnson, if you ever come out here from Colorado to visit, I will throw you a bread and butter tasting party. But you got to make it out here. All right, come out here for one of these parties, and you can hang out here with me, and we can plate the bread and butter together. It'll be super fun. All right, I need some water. I'm gonna have a little coughing fit. Oh my God, I feel it coming on. Excuse me. All right, we got a half an hour until people show up. Oh my God. All right, cheese board's almost done.
Did you see Henry said keeping it breezy?
No, Henry, keeping it breezy. Easy breezy, beautiful, cover girl. That's what the saying is, right?
Yeah, it's cheated.
All right, cheese is done. I'm gonna put this cheese back. I've got extra cheese hanging out for if I need to put some out because we eat all of it and say like a guest doesn't show up till 8 and most of the cheese is gone. I do want to have some extra left in the fridge for them. But here's our cheese board. Look at this, friends. We did a lot of it. Now I gotta add all the other bits and pieces. So let's get going on that. Alright, so I got a couple little glasses I'm just gonna place on here, and I think we're gonna put some mustards, and I've got some jam. I've got a couple other little bowls I'm gonna go grab from our spare room. So I'm gonna put mustard jam, olives on here, some nuts, maybe some grapes, and then I'll probably do like one more veggie plate, and then crackers on a separate plate, and that's probably it. All right, I have to go get more serving stuff. I'll be right back. All right. Henry can't wait to see the other bits and pieces, of course. Backup cheese for latecomers is a great tip. You know, we just want all of our friends to have all the cheese they want, especially on wine and cheese night. Got some of these olives we're gonna throw in a jar or in a cup. You also want to make sure that you put a little bowl out or something for pits, because that's not cute if people don't have like a spot to put their pits. Not their armpits, but their olive pits. I'm so funny. Oh my god, Keith is just laughing at me right now. He just can't handle it.
That one got me, man.
I got you. I was funny for once.
That was really funny.
Thanks. I'm gonna use up the last of the strawberry preserves. That will be yummy with the brie. Oh, I should put honey on here too. Yum. I think we'll do maybe some grainy mustard in there. All right, Nugget says hi. Nugget is my cousin Ben's dog, Ben and Aaron. Nugget lives down the street, but he's not welcome to the party tonight, unfortunately. It's too cute, too rambunctious, him and his buddy, brother Grizz. Got a little stone ground mustard, Dijon whole grain mustard from Trader Joe's. And I like putting out all these little sauces and stuff because people can experiment and figure out what they like. What else do we need? What else did I buy? We have some cornichons, which are these cute little baby olives. These are not olives, these are pickles. Put some pickles because we like briny and salty things with our cheeses. What are my favorite olives? Kathy, let's see if I can say it without butchering it. Castelvetrano. Castelvetrano olives are my favorite. I am a robot saying that. No, they're bright green usually, or sometimes they can be a dull green, and they're just very meaty. I like them a lot. Those are my favorites. They are a little expensive, so again, anytime we have them on a food styling job, if there are extras, I try to take a jar of those home. Where do I want to put those? Let's see. Ooh, yeah. That. See, done. Boop, 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 boop. What else goes on here? Honey. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh my god, I love you all so much. Yeah, Emily, those are the best olives. So buttery, so meaty, so delicious. Henry asks, how do I keep the tiny people that live inside the walls from climbing on the board and having a festive feast? I don't get that joke, Henry. I love you and appreciate you for it, but if anything, they're more than welcome to join. All right, we've got some people hanging around behind the camera. Do either of you want to come on camera and help me?
Yeah, what are we doing?
We're gonna finish building this board. Your mom says we need some nuts, all cap.
Your mom needs nuts.
Oh, really?
No, I don't know.
Cool.
She doesn't. Sorry.
Cool.
Sorry, everybody.
All right, Darnell, come on in too.
How's Fred? Great. Oh, okay.
Husband Keith.
Yes.
Friend Darnell. Darnell
Hello.
is staying with us for a couple nights while he's
Yes.
working down here.
Yes,
So,
Yeah.
you know what you lovely people can do
Try all the
is
cheeses.
not try the cheeses yet. Not try the cheeses.
Yes. So that means it will happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
you can try the cheeses, but not yet.
Okay.
Okay. In the spare bedroom,
Mm-hmm.
there's a drawer of all of my little spoons and props for food
Yeah.
styling. Can you go grab a couple little spoons for this?
Yeah, I feel like I'm on Dora the Explorer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go find the spoon.
Go find the spoons! Yay! Would
What can I
you
do?
like to help me put some crackers on this board?
Yes.
Why are you laughing?
Because
Hilarious.
I have a lot of jokes in my head right now, and I'm trying to recognize what's appropriate to
that
say and what's not.
that might not be appropriate to joke about
Yes.
here right now on live for
On
my
live.
business.
For you, exactly.
Correct.
Right. So I'm like, ha! And then I'm just going to swallow that joke and
Yep,
keep it to myself.
Definitely swallow it.
Okay. Good
Can
stuff.
you please grab the blue box of crackers that are over there? And then also there's cheesy crackers.
Oh,
Yep,
yes.
those two. Great. Ah.
I live for the fact that Darnell's in charge of the crackers.
You can say that because you know what the rules are.
Okay, so why don't you
Yes.
just take some of these water crackers
Okay.
and place them around the cheese?
Okay.
Yeah. And I'll do some of these cheese sticks.
All right.
Oh, I have some dried fruit too. I'm gonna do the dried fruit.
Okay.
Because it's still winter, it's really the only fruit that's really in season right now. Not really, but the fruit that's in season are grapes and citrus. So you don't really want to put a ton of other fresh fruit on your board because it's just kind of a waste. So use the stuff that's in season and then fill it with your jams and jellies and then any kind of dried fruit that you also enjoy. Keith, you got some little spoons for us?
I found spoons.
Yay, you found the spoons.
I did it. Where would you
Great.
like spoons?
Well, maybe a spoon in the honey, the mustard, and the jam.
So I'm going to ask you a weird question about the fruits. And you
Yeah.
said it's kind of a waste to have other fruits. Is it a waste because they're out of season?
Why don't you scooch it a
And
little?
it
Oh,
might not
alright.
be as flavorful, or
Yeah, so the stuff that's
Okay.
not in season won't be as flavorful.
Okay.
I don't think the olives need.
Olives don't need a spoon, guys.
Do you think olives need a spoon? This is not a trick question.
Poll in the comments. Does the olive dish need a spoon?
I was like,
Oh, your mom says no.
Mom says no. No spoon.
denied. That spoon out of here.
So like I have some blueberries that were left over from a job right now. Those are not in season and they do not taste very good right now.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, so it's just like don't spend your money on that kind of stuff if it's not gonna taste super great. Unless you're like super in love with them, I'm not gonna judge you for it at all. I promise I will not judge you for putting blueberries on your cheese board during winter. I promise. You're making
What?
faces.
No, I can't. I have a face. It must make a face. So, I mean, I guess technically, but
Oh my goodness.
this is actually really exciting. I feel like I'm just gonna,
Yeah, this is great.
like, Vanna Black. I'm just gonna give here and present the things.
No garlic stuffed olives, Henry. I'm sorry. But we have the cornichons right here. See,
What are those? Are they
little
tiny
pickles?
pickles?
There's little pickles.
Tiny pickles.
Yeah.
Oh, she gets to taste.
Yeah, that
She's like, huh?
we get tiny pickles later.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
That's not a joke. It's just we get tiny pickles
Yeah,
later.
like the.
All right.
You said not now.
Whoa, what happened? And on that note, I'm gonna leave before I get into trouble. So.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, good.
Love you so much.
Love you.
Oh, we should get the screaming tiny pickles. That'd be fun.
Done.
Ooh, I need some little knives too. Little knife for this cheese.
Okay, I'll find little knives.
I hope you like this, guys.
Me too.
These are yummy. These cheesy cheddar sticks from Trader Joe's. I'm just gonna stick them all over the place in here. Also, I don't need this. This is nothing right now. Put some cheesy sticks. The production value, well, we just got some good lights, we got some fun audio situation going on, and then it's just my iPhone 12 doing its job. Still living to live. I mean, you know, these phones love to slowly die. I'm gonna put all these little twisties on here. And I am gonna do another platter of just bread and crackers because there's not enough on here for that. And that's A-okay. I don't like how that looks. Just pile more up here. Lovely. Ben is asking how many people are coming over. So it is an open house, so like anybody who's been invited can come over. I didn't get lots of confirmations. I got lots of maybes. So I'm thinking there's probably going to be 10 to 15 people throughout the night. It doesn't mean that all 15 people, 20 people are going to be here at the same time. I think some people might come and go. We'll see. But I'm thinking like 15 is probably where we're going to land.
Okay. I found some knives.
You found some knives.
So I like this knife.
All right.
Does this count?
That's a great little knife.
Where does this go?
Next to this cheese.
The brie?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to just stab it into the brie?
No, I like that.
You like that? Okay, you did a good job. We don't need any other knives though.
Oh, well then
Yeah.
I did great.
Would you like to place some nuts on this board?
No, I'm good.
You're good. I'll place the nuts.
That's probably a good call
Okay, great.
for everyone.
You both got a compliment, FYI.
We got a compliment?
Yeah, Emily said, let me make sure I just get this correct.
Okay.
Your assistants are pretty fantastic.
Ooh.
Ooh, pretty fantastic.
Is that an Emily that's my cousin or a different Emily?
A different Emily you don't know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks, Emily. Shout out for Emily.
Thank you, Emily. Appreciate you.
We're doing our best.
Yes. And we have a good instructor.
Here, place some nuts.
Okay.
Place nuts.
So I like to put the nuts in little gaps that there aren't things already. So just like place the nuts gently in that spot.
Yes. Okay, gentle.
Nuts need to be
Gentle nut
handled
placement.
With
gently.
care.
Yes. Would you don't want to place nuts. Just Darnell and
So
I
this
are
is
gonna
more
place
for
nuts.
the aesthetic. And
This is for aesthetic, but also these are edible, right? So
Sure,
like,
sure.
yeah.
Well, I mean, like the placement isn't crucial.
This is beautiful.
It's not.
Uh,
Thanks.
I'll put a little gap in here.
I shouldn't be surprised, but this is very beautiful.
There we go. Boom.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did, Henry.
Yeah, you liking that?
Thanks.
Boom.
So those are some pistachios.
Give me a hard one.
And then we have some roasted rosemary Marcona almonds. These are delicious. Did you enjoy breaking that nut open?
It was a tough one. But if you can get it open, it means it's good, right?
Yeah, sure is. All right, so it's almost 6. We're gonna end on this cheese board because people are gonna start coming over, and I need to get a couple other things set up off camera. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for having us.
Thank-
Thanks
appreciate
for joining. Thanks for being part of the early birds for the party.
We do what we can.
I mean, you live here, so.
That's true. I got
yeah.
here very early.
Yeah, and you're staying here. So.
That's
Yeah, so
true.
it makes it a lot
Yeah,
easier.
makes it a lot
Yeah,
easier.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, sure does. All right, we're just gonna place a couple more nuts on this board.
So how much of the cheese are we supposed to leave on here for guests to come over?
Yeah.
This is not just for the two of you.
How long between we get to eat this and other guests showing up?
Yes.
You need to wait until other guests show up before you start eating this. So as
if I
long
leave-
as one
if I-
other person shows up, you can start eating this.
If I leave and come back because I don't live here, does that?
I don't know.
No. You're a guest. You're staying here, so you leaving and coming back does not
Can I
count.
call in a favor? I know someone who lives very close.
Yeah, I know you do.
Hey Ben, scooch on over, bud. Let's eat some cheese. I'm very proud of you. I love you.
Yes.
We did it! Yay!
Woo.
You don't get a kiss.
No, that could have been weird.
Wow. I see how the show works. Okay.
All right, friends. Love you all. Thank you for joining my very first Party Prep Live. See you in March. And while you're at it, check out my website, cupofzest.com, for more party fun. And remember to try and party more, stress less, and enjoy life. Love you all. Bye.